Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the current state of the tourism sector here in Thailand. Let me just go ahead and jump in, quoting directly from a recent article titled "Unwelcome Rebirth of $0 Tours." Let's do some background here. What is a $0 tour? Well, this term came about sometime in about 7 or 10 years ago. I remember when this came up. So what was happening was there were these tour operators primarily out of mainland China, and they were basically setting up tours in Thailand. They were having the mainlanders, the tourists themselves, pay, usually to an account in Hong Kong was my recollection, and then they would bring them down here, and it all operated in kind of a closed circuit of Chinese, Thai tourism vendors, but the money never came to Thailand. And as a result, the Thais really were not happy. Thai authorities were not happy at all because resources were expended here in Thailand. You know, the infrastructure was utilized here in Thailand, but Thailand didn't really get any benefit out of it because none of the money came in. And this was not just some minor case. This thing came to a serious head. If I recall, they started impounding buses of various operations. They even, I believe, detained, arrested, and held a person involved with this. This was a big deal. So when you start hearing the term $0, it always kind of causes me to perk up a little bit. Quoting directly, he said these illegal operators slashed the prices of their tour packages to unreasonable levels based on operational costs or offer tour packages without any fares. And I believe he is the head of the Tourism Operators Association of Thailand. I believe it's called ATA, A-T-T-A. Quoting further, he said the price dumping strategy is meant to secure an overwhelming market share, eliminating competitors to monopolize the market and arbitrarily increase prices in the future. Yeah, you know, I have to say, this is well noted, if you will, by that head of that tourism association. That is a tactic often utilized. We actually saw this in the United States during the so-called COVID pandemic or whatever, lockdowns. And one of the upshots of it was, you know, small businesses shut down at an alarming rate while, for example, Amazon gained a ton of market share and is increasingly coming to dominate the overall retail market in the United States, to the point where one has to wonder at what point do they start arbitrarily upping, you know, the costs of things, because they just quite frankly can. So I think that this is a genuinely, it's of genuine concern to anybody operating here in Thailand, especially the tourism sector. And I can completely understand, again, I've talked about this in other videos. One, tourism is an occupation, tour guide, etc., an occupation which is restricted from foreigners and is restricted exclusively to Thais here in Thailand. That is a restricted occupation. And I can completely see why Thais are concerned that this sector will be dominated by foreigners, to the point where not only will Thais no longer control it, but foreigners will arbitrarily and capriciously begin raising the prices associated with tourism here in Thailand, to the detriment of the entire economy overall. So I think overall this is something that it's good for relevant Thai authorities to be concerned about. How exactly this plays out as time moves on remains to be seen, but we'll certainly keep you updated on this channel as this situation evolves.